Welcome everybody to our Green Acres. I'm so glad you came over to our channel today. And if you are new to my channel, I want to introduce myself. My name is Teresa. In today's video, we're going to have so much fun making some really inexpensive Christmas decor for our home. I'm going to show you how we can make some scrap wood decor pieces. I'm also going to show you how we can take some inexpensive items that we purchase and we can get at Dollar Tree, and we can make some really fun ornaments to embellish our tree. You know, we can go out and spend a lot of money. We can go to Hobby Lobby and pick out things that are already made, but what fun is that? I'm going to show you how we can decorate our tree, make it look very elegant and expensive looking, but it's not. We're going to take some $1 project pieces and we're going to turn them into some really cute little shabby chic rustic farmhouse pieces. So I hope y'all enjoy the video. I hope y'all, as always, get lots of inspiration and ideas for your home for the holiday season. If you haven't joined my Facebook home decor page, I'd love for you to go over and join it, and also go over and follow me on Pinterest and Instagram. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I'd love for you to. And also hit that notification bell so you'll be notified each time I upload a video. Thanks so much. Okay, y'all ready to get started? I know I am. I love making Christmas decor and working on little projects. First, I'm just going to take a piece of scrap wood. Y'all know I always have this laying around and I love working with it, and it's free product. I love the patina on this wood. It's already aged. I got a great stencil pack from Amazon, and I'm going to have it linked in my Amazon store. It's got tons of tree stencils in it, and you can, fat ones, small ones, tall ones, skinny ones. So I know I'm going to get a lot of good use for this around Christmas, decorating and using these on my different projects. So, and they're very affordable too. So I'm going to take one of those stencils. I'm going to use my stencil brush, my Jamie Ray vintage stencil brush that I love. It's got a really good smooth texture to it. It's got a good pounce. And then, since this tree just had a lot of area on it, I took my paintbrush and I'm going in with white linen chalk paint, and I'm just kind of going around, and like I say, it's got a large area to stencil, so I just took my paintbrush and I'm trying not to get up under the stencil. And I always tape my stencils down with painter's tape. And then I just took it off. I let it dry. Once it was dry, then I just took my sanding block. I went over it because I wanted it to have that really worn look and just make it look like it was made into the wood. And I just added a little fur ribbon bow on the top with some twine just to give it a little rustic look. In just a minute, I'm going to show y'all how we made these little cone wood, scrap wood Christmas trees.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay.
Okay, the next project, we're going to make some rag ball ornaments. Now, I'm taking some stained flour sack cloth, but you can use any kind of fabric or ribbon that you want, but you want something that's pretty, flexible. I just cut it into 3-inch strips, and all we're going to do is you're just going to scrunch it up. You double it, scrunch it up in the middle, and then you just want to glue it on a little styrofoam ball. Now, these little balls, I think I got these at Dollar Tree last year, but these are very inexpensive. You can also pick these up at Walmart. But I'm just using some hot glue. You just go around the ball until you fully cover it. Now, you could also, if you wanted to, you could probably use straight pins to stick your ribbon down into this ball. So I just, I'm just hot gluing. And I always tell y'all too, when you're working with hot glue and your fingers are, being in the project, always make sure to protect your fingers. I use a low temp hot glue gun, but still, sometimes your fingers will get burnt, so just be careful. Once you get it all covered, you just want to go around, fluff it out. You want to go around, just kind of give it a haircut. If you see some that were a little bit too long, just kind of shape it into a ball Then I'm going to make a little hanger for it, and I'm just using another strip of that flour sackcloth that I have that I stained with coffee, and then I'm going to hot glue that in the center of it. And just add a bow to it. These make such cute little rustic, shabby chic little ornaments. Now after Christmas, if you wanted to, I'm going to make another one, so I'm going to have two. But you could take the little hangers off of them and add like a really long strip of some kind of ribbon or fabric and make like some hanging rag balls. And I'll try to put a picture up at the end of what I'm talking about. But now I'm going to make one, and I'm going to use drop cloth. And again, I'm just going to cut a bunch of strips, and they're going to make them 3 inches long. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to go around with hot glue. I'm going to cover the little styrofoam ball. And then for the hanger on this one, I'm going to use the hem of my drop cloth. I always tell y'all, when you rip up your drop cloth, never throw that hem away, because I use it in a lot of my projects. And it's just as easy as that. I mean, you just go around it and just keep gluing. And again, you fluff it out. And here it is, that hem. I'm just going to glue it at the bottom to make a loop, and then just glue it in the center of the ball. And y'all, I think these turned out so cute. And what an inexpensive, really original, unique ornament you have now for your tree.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by.
It's a Pinterest inspired picture, but I just want to give you another idea. After Christmas, you could take one long piece of ribbon and hang them up like this.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I longed for this moment to have you for myself, in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you.
Okay, the next project is going to be Ben. He is going to help me. He's going to make some scrap wood Christmas trees. And I told him this week, I'm working on a really huge video for next week, y'all, that's going to come out on Tuesday. And if y'all follow me on Instagram, y'all probably seen us featuring and promoting it, but it's going to upload on Tuesday of November 2nd. So make sure to mark your calendars for that, because I'm working on a big video footage for a lot of Christmas content for it. So this week I asked Ben to help me, and I had some inspiration on Pinterest for a little scrap Christmas tree, and I asked him if he'd go out and make it, and he said sure. Well, this one he's kind of making on his own. He just took some scrap wood, pallet wood, and he just cut, some pieces, as you can see, with his saw. And he's just using some wood glue. This was very easy to make. He's just going to wood glue them together. He'll let that dry. And then I'm going to bring it in, and I'm just going to put some very light coat of white linen chalk paint over it, because I want to be able to see that wood grain through the paint. And then I'm just going to go over it with a sanding block and just kind of rough it up and just kind of smooth out that wood a little bit. And all I'm going to do to this now is going to add a bow. We could always go in and add a stem to it if we wanted to, and I may eventually do that with a spindle. Now I'm showing you here a little option for a tree topper. I love these little Dollar Tree ornaments I bought last year. You can just pull them apart, and then you really got two. But I love those pearl embellishments. But I'm just giving you an idea of how you could decorate the top of it.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas.
Okay, the next project is going to be more scrap pallet wood trees. Now, this was my inspiration I saw on Pinterest, and I asked Ben if he could go out and help me and make me some of these. They're very minimal, simple, but rustic, and they're very easy to decorate. And I'll show you when I go to stage them just a few ideas of, how you can just embellish them very simple. Now, he's cutting 3 lengths because we're going to have a real tall one. We'll have more of a medium size and one that's going to be a little bit shorter because they're going to stagger in length. Now, he's just measuring the center of his boards because he's going to get his level, and he's going to sketch out his angles, because basically what we're going to want to do is we're going to make triangles. So here he is, he's got his level, and he's just going to, measure, make his mark, and then he'll just cut. And what we'll end up with is going to be three trees. And the patina of this wood, I'm not going to paint it. I love the rustic look to it. It looks worn and aged. So very simple project. If you can use power tools and you've got, some scrap wood, and the pallet wood works really great for these little trees. Very easy to make, and like I say, they're very simple, but I think they're going to be so cute, decorated and set out for Christmas.
Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything to be perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by.
Okay, this project is going to be a fun one. This is little Dollar Tree hats. They come 5 in a pack, and I bought these around 4th of July this summer. And as soon as I saw them, I had an idea of making snowman hats out of these for Christmas. So I was excited to pull these out of my Christmas decorations because that's where I had stuck them. And I'd forgot, actually, I'd bought them back in the summer for this project. So anyway, you get 5. I'm only going to do 2 for this to show you how they make cute little Santa hats, but I'm going to use the blue one. You just basically want to peel that little red, white, and blue little sticker band off. Just if there was a little piece of glue that adhered it on, I peeled that off. We took it outside. There was a couple of little staples on the side that held the little band that got, little chin strap. I cut that off, and then I took those little staples out. But I just took it outside. I spray painted it with black spray paint, and now you can just embellish these any way you want to. You can use different kinds of ribbon. If you've got like little fur, just make a band on it, and then you can embellish any way you want to. This is a little bag of, I think it's called a decorative scatter decor or something, but anyway, it comes with little pine cones and little frosted holly. I'm just going to take some sprigs of that and a pine cone and put a little bow on it, and that's just as easy as that. Now, to make hangers, if you want to take your hot glue gun, kind of poke a hole in the top of the hat, the plastic doesn't melt as easy as I thought it would. So, don't be afraid to put hot glue on your hat because the plastic didn't melt that easy. But I'm just showing you could have poked a hole in it, tied a little knot, and then run your little ribbon through the top. But I just glued mine to the back of the little hat, and I used some twine. Now the next one I make, I'm going to show you. I took the little white hat. All I did to that was I just went outside. I spray painted it white just so it wasn't as opaque looking. Gave it a little bit, of a fuller white color. And then I just added some stained flour sackcloth band to it and some more little embellishments. And look what a cute little inexpensive decorative ornament now we have for our tree. I thought these turned out super cute. Now, y'all, I love Dollar Tree around Christmas time because they have a huge Christmas ornament section. We can take those ornaments and really jazz them up. So I'm just going to take one of those. It's a large silver ball. I'm going to take my iron orchid clay molds. I'm going to use the lock and key one. I'm going to brush it down with a little bit of cornstarch. Take my air dry clay, and I've got this linked in my Amazon store. You just want to take a little bit, warm it up in your hands, kind of flatten it out, and start working it down into your mold. Now, you just want to work it down. You want to get all the excess off around the edges that you can, and then you want to make sure that your back is flat, because when you're wanting to put it on your surface of your project, you want it to lay flat. Now, once you get it to where you feel like it is molded good, you just want to, very easily work it out. And with some wood glue, I'm going to adhere it to this little ball. Now, I'll go over it with some white chalk paint, but I am going to take it outside and give it a good spray with white spray paint. Now, you don't have to use the chalk paint first before the spray paint, and you don't even have to spray paint it. But another trick here is to make it easy to spray paint your ball, I put it in a cup, and that really helped. Now I'm going to make another one for you, and this one I'm going to use the bunny rabbit. I love this mold. This is also an iron orchid design clay mold, and I'm just going to do the bunny, and I'm going to do it the same way that I did the lock. And here is the ornament real close up so you can see. If you're in Dollar Tree and you see these, grab some of these. They're so much fun. And again, with some wood glue, I adhered the little bunny. I've made sure he was real flat to my surface, and then I'm just going to go over him with the chalk paint, and then again I'm going to take it outside. I'm going to give it a good coat of spray paint. I just added some bows to them, and on the lock one, of course, I had to put a key on it, and then I just made a bow and hung some little ribbons on the bunny one. And look what a really cute little ornament that we made out of a Dollar Tree $1 decorative ball ornament. So like I say, Dollar Tree to me amazes me every Christmas, especially with all the ornaments that they have, because they have a huge selection. Now I'm going to show you how we can make some really cute little ribbon trees, and these are very inexpensive to make. You just want a wooden dowel, and I think Dollar Tree sells these, Walmart, I think even Dollar General sells them. You want to take some wired edged ribbon. I'm showing you different options. I think both of these come from Hobby Lobby, and this one right here is Dollar Tree. So you can use any kind of wired ribbon that you have, and you want to start out with a long strand, and I'm going to start out 14 inches. Now the first strand you want is going to be the longest. That'll be the 14 inch. But the next strip you want to take off an inch. So basically what we're doing, we're going to stagger 1 inch as we go up the tree. So we'll start out with 14, then we'll do 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, and you just go all the way up, staggering off 1 inch until you get to the desired area of your tree where you want to stop. Now, if you want a long trunk, if you want to leave a space at the top where you can add a different, some kind of a topper, that's, you just have to fill it in as you desire it, depending on what kind of topper you want to put on it. And I'm going to show you a couple. Made this one that was more rustic with the burlaps and the lace ribbon. And then after I got my ribbons tied on, I went around and I just kind of painted the stem because I know it will probably show, and I painted the top. Now I'm going to show you this little ornament again from Dollar Tree that I just pulled apart, and I'm going to embellish it with it at the top. It's going to be my tree topper, and it's kind of the only star that I really could find. So I just kind of added some hot glue, and then I'm going to go on the back and just kind of secure it with more hot glue on the back. And I think this one turned out really cute. Now the next one I'm going to make out of some cream, more elegant looking kind of ribbon. It's got some pearl detail on the edges. And again, it worked really well. And I think I started out with a strand 13 inches on it, and then I ended up with a 6-inch strip when I got to the top. When you get about 6-inch strips, that's about as small as I could go, because by the time you tie it on, it's just going to get too short. So just to give y'all some little ideas of some really cute little inexpensive little trees that you can make. And y'all don't forget Totally Dazzled jewelry. This time of the year is a great time of the year to have this on hand for your projects, because I just embellished the little cream colored tree with a Totally Dazzled brooch, and I think it turned out really cute. Now I made a little burlap pot and stuck it in there just so you can kind of get an idea. If you want to stand it up, make you a little, it's just like a little terracotta pot, and I just put some little burlap around it, and just stand it up in there. And I think these are so cute, and they were so much fun to make. And you can use any kind of ribbons that you have. Just use your imagination and have fun with it. Okay, y'all, it's that time again when I have to tell y'all goodbye. But you know what? I'm going to see y'all again, God willing, very soon, because I've released over on Instagram and my Facebook Home Decor page, I'm doing a big collaboration Tuesday, November the 2nd. So y'all make sure to watch, because we're going to be uploading 3 videos to bring y'all 30 great Christmas DIY decor pieces. Thanks so much for watching. I love y'all, and I will see y'all on Tuesday.